Honesty, passion, experience. It's Timberwolves Explosion, hosted on the sportstuff.com and also brought to you by the Oddman Media Network. Here are your hosts, Paladino Joey and Marcus the Forecaster. Hello again, Timberwolves fans. Are you ready for the explosion of Timberwolves basketball? I'm your host, Paladino Joey, and with me, once again, in studio, Marcus, the Forecaster. He's back in the house. Welcome back. Welcome back.
It's good to be back.
Oh, yeah. It's been about 2 months, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been extremely busy here and there, just different conflicts of interest. No, I'm just kidding. Basically, just different ways of being occupied, like obviously me with the lawn cleanups and such. So it happens, and working overtime and all that crap. So apologize, it's been so long. It's kind of been tough to get a preview out. Other than, previous years we've been doing that for a while now, since 2008. But this year a little bit tougher to get to that, and also it's almost impossible to even be able to predict where this season is headed right now, except that the Wolves are going to have a losing record. It's definitely looking that way, unfortunately. All kinds of stuff has happened since the last show, so we're going to sort of get to what we can here without trying to let the show get to 2 hours long. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be doing those anymore. Just a little too long in the past. It's just the way it goes, though. That's on me. So, Cleveland Cavaliers. Might as well start with them, because we like to start with league talk. Sometimes we get into league talk, sometimes we don't. But this show, we figure we should talk a little bit about it, because we didn't do a preview. So, who better to start with than the Cleveland Cavaliers? What do you think about that club right now?
Not much.
Not too much. I mean, they've won 4 in a row, so they're starting to get it together a little bit. But, you know what I've noticed about Cleveland? The Cavaliers,
What's that?
Do you ever notice how when players, do you remember we always would call the Phoenix Suns the Oasis, remember? Everybody that goes there, they look younger and they play younger, and they remember how Shaq went there and was way younger again, remember that? Have you ever noticed that everybody that goes to Cleveland, they look older, like, right away? Did you ever notice that? Like, Shaq, remember when he left Phoenix, all of a sudden it was like, what the hell? Did he put on 30 pounds? What happened to the guy? Remember that?
Yeah, it's hard to tell if it's Cleveland or just leaving the Suns. I mean, look at Grant Hill.
Yeah, he literally went to the Clippers and died. Yeah, see, the Clippers are the other place where they look old right away. Or the Lakers.
Oh, yeah. When Grant Hill left Phoenix, he looked noticeably older.
It was weird, and now he looks younger again on the TV show. That figures, right? Because the whole TV thing. It's just, what the, It's just totally weird and random, isn't it? How that type of thing turns out. And that's kind of the theme of this season so far in the NBA. We'll have a different name for the Timberwolves. We'll get to that later. When it comes to Flip Saunders and the coaching style and the direction of the team. Yeah, we have a lot of stuff that I've been pinned up and I need to get off my chest now that we're on the air. And we'll also be recording the Showtime and T-Wolves show on Tuesday with Vince Germano, international broadcasting from Minnesota and Melbourne, Australia. So I'll hold off on the Lakers for the most part, unless you have a brief thing you want to say. I'm not sure if you have anything.
No,
okay. They're not off to a good start. And Vince will have his chance to go off on them a bit. I'm sure he's not too happy with how things are going, and I feel for him a little bit. The one brief thing, Julius Randolph being out for the year. That Randall, I almost called him Randolph. Julius Randall being out for the year. That sucks. He barely even got to set foot in Staples Center. I almost call it Great Western Forum, but
yeah, that whole situation was pretty bad.
Isn't that a shame? Like a guy's nice, promising career, sets foot on the floor, breaks his leg.
Yeah, I do want to ask Vince what he thinks about Steve Nash.
Yeah, that too. That's the other thing. Yeah, he's done. Obviously, I mean, he's got to be done. I mean, it's what was it? How much is he making? Like $10 million, $12 million a year, basically. To the last 2 years, it was pretty much for free.
Oh, almost. Did you happen to see his tweets?
No. I didn't.
You missed the whole thing.
Yeah,
man.
No,
I mean, everyone knows Steve Nash is injured. He's done for the season.
Yep.
But for whatever reason, he decided to tweet out a little clip of himself playing golf.
Really?
Yeah.
What the? So yes, we are talking a little Lakers, but yeah, go ahead.
He's doing TV shows, little YouTube interviews with guys.
Yeah.
But he's playing golf. He's swinging it like it's his back.
Yeah.
I mean,
what
Tiger.
the hell?
Yeah.
Wait a
Tiger's
minute.
complaining about his back, and
Yeah.
Nash over here playing golf and putting it online for what? And then
Just literally rubbing it in.
yeah,
Literally.
he's just out there collecting checks. And Scott,
What the hell?
the coach, said that Steve won't even return his calls.
What? Wow, that's
Yeah.
not cool. We got to hear what Vince is going to say there. Holy smokes.
Yeah, so it's one thing to, take a while to get back to your coach, but you would think Steve Nash, you would think better of him that he'll get back to coach.
Mm-hmm.
But to not even back to the coach, he's not even with the team.
Yeah. Kind of like what Kevin Love did to us a couple of years ago with old knuckle push-ups.
Yeah.
Son of a... Okay, look at me drawing the old blood again. Or bringing up the bad blood or whatever
I
we
think
call it.
I think it's going to mess up his legacy.
It doesn't help it, that's for sure. And they're 1-8 as of right now.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people don't like LeBron. So imagine if LeBron did that to Cleveland.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that wouldn't go over too well. Oh boy, and it's like you think about all this too, and it's funny too how the way Cleveland started their season, how disappointing they were, losing all this anticipation. Oh, the Knicks suck, and then they lose their home opener, their season opener to the New York Knicks, the way they did, and it's like everybody be making fun of the LeBron James if he was on the Miami Heat. But funny, he's on the Cleveland Cavaliers, and it's okay. They're just getting things together. It's going to take time. And to get back to my original point, but granted, it's all kind of together. We're put together in a blender because it's all about guys getting way too old, way too fast when they leave Phoenix or Miami, I guess in LeBron's case. But yeah, look how old. Doesn't Kevin Love look much older to you? Am I just seeing
it's
things?
because he's actually fit.
Yeah.
I think he was only that way here once, only because he was in California and traveling playing volleyball. Mm-hmm. So it's not like he did it for us. So it was just a result of him going out and playing with volleyball.
Yeah, that's basically all it was, huh? That's how he got fit.
Yeah, he even said
he's
he's in the best shape he's ever been in his life. Mm-hmm. So.
And that he's averaging 5 points a game.
And averaging any double-doubles anymore.
Yeah, all of that's gone. Because the rebounds you'd think wouldn't go away. I mean, who's going to take the rebounds away? I guess he is averaging 10 rebounds a game now. Took a while, but
after this game?
Yeah, after most recently. Yeah, I guess he's catching up a little bit, but oh, Kevin, look at you. Look at that smile. He's all happy with himself. Look at him. That son of a gun. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even upset about the trade anymore because I'm glad because I like who we got.
Yeah,
and he didn't want to be here, and it's just the old let's move on. I suppose. I guess that's all there is to say about that.
I believe we got some value for him.
Oh yeah, even though it's going to take a while, the way it seems. And we're going to be talking about that quite a bit. Wiggins and Bennett, yeah, there's a lot of opinions and a lot of. Definitely nothing negative I have to really say necessarily. It's about just other things. Yeah, we'll get to that very shortly. We're teasing to it. Other things that are, eating at me that I've been wanting to talk about the last 3 weeks or so when I was out there killing myself doing lawn cleanups. But Cleveland, to me, is not ready to win a championship. Not, in my opinion. That could change drastically in the next couple months. But right now, they don't look like the chemistry's not there.
Yeah.
Do you like what you see out of Cleveland?
I don't think the chemistry's there.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I mean, Chris Bosh Chris Bosh pointed to it. He said that it's going to take a lot for Love to adjust to the game.
Yeah, he had to
and for what we've seen of Bosh,
yes, exactly. Yep.
He did a lot of changing.
He adjusted quite a bit.
Yeah, and I think Love is more of a selfish player. Like, he wants to get his numbers.
Yep.
I think he's more concerned about that.
Yep.
And I don't think there's no way he's going to allow himself to be the third guy.
Yeah, it's an awkward situation. It even also seems like they're getting along personally really well. LeBron and Kevin Love. It seems like they're always smiling and chuckling together. That's encouraging that they seem to really enjoy each other's company. Kyrie and LeBron, the chemistry's not quite. I don't know. It seems like it's a little bit more of an icy relationship in that case, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think the guys on Cleveland, I mean, they've had their own teams.
Yep,
they're
that's
more
the
of
thing.
a leader type, and I do not think that those guys will take Love's passive aggressive style. Are going to put up with his mouth.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be really interesting to see what happens if things struggle for a while. Like, say, things go south for like a extended period of time. Where Kevin Love will head, because obviously you got the rumors already. He wants to go to the Lakers, but he quickly denied it. So at least he denied it, where he didn't deny it at all that he wanted to leave Minnesota. He didn't deny that at all, which is kind of funny. Except for, really early during the regular season, but once the off season rolled around, it was like you didn't hear a peep out of Kevin Love anymore. It's like you knew he was serious then. Oh, as I continue to twist myself up here, look at me. Yeah, it's interesting to see where things are going. I mean, they're going to be a fun team to keep up with. Not necessarily because, like, oh, yay, we want them to succeed or want them to fail. It's more just, it's an interesting storyline. It's top of the line. Yep. Uh-oh, you do want them to fail, don't you? Yep. It's kind of like, yeah, whoa, what is all that? Yeah. What the hell was that?
A lot of people want to see them fail.
Yeah, what's all this? We just saw 3 numbers on the screen. That was kind of awkward, wasn't it? What the hell? Yeah, it's like they were okay. We're distracted, aren't we, a little bit? But yeah, they're showing, was it Andrew Luck, Peyton Manning, and Tom Brady? Yeah. And there's like 666. Oh, all right then. Yeah, we keep seeing all this. We keep seeing all this creepy stuff going on over here. Ugh, what the hell? So, yeah, Chris Bosh, in turn, got off to an amazing start in Miami, living up to his contract. Numbers dropping down a bit now. He was averaging 24 points and 11 rebounds. We had a feeling he was going to come down from that, and so far he's about 21 and a half, 9 rebounds a game. But, at least he has a chance to be the star again. But then again, this 21 points, 9 rebounds, I think that's more of a trend than the previous. You know what I mean? The 24 point, 12 rebound stuff?
Yeah.
Because this was what he did in Toronto.
Yeah, it's just Toronto. Bosh is back.
Yeah, that's Toronto. The 24 stuff was just a myth. It was just a hot start, right? Yeah, Toronto Bosh, yeah, he's better than LeBron in Miami Bosh, we'll call it. But still not worth $118 million.
Oh, no. I'm completely...
No.
I'm shocked at the record right now.
The Heat?
Yeah.
5-4.
Yeah, when we got their pick, I was saying, okay, this could be a good, but they're out east.
Yep.
I'm thinking, this would be a decent draft pick. But now it seems like we got a deal.
Yeah. Yep. We're in business.
The pick's not worth anything near what I thought it would be worth.
Yeah, I wish, huh? That was the Philadelphia trade, right? With Thaddeus. Yeah. So, things are. Oof. Things are going to be very interesting to see how that turns out, too, really. I mean, Miami could finish anywhere. I think they make the playoffs. I'm just throwing that out there. Not sure if you want to... Yeah, do you think they will?
Yeah.
I mean, I like the resurgence of Dwayne Wade. I like the way he's been emerging of late.
Yeah, I'm surprised about that, too.
Dwayne Bade, sorry. God.
Even though he's out right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, injuries on the East are going to change a lot.
Oh. Yeah, it's just a mess. This whole league is a freaking mess right now. I mean, look, when you look at this, see, it's like, because, the reason why we're talking a lot of league is because obviously we normally do a preview, so right now it's kind of like our way of making up for it, so to speak. It's a mess. I mean, Oklahoma City. Okay, Kevin Durant he broke his foot, and now Russell Westbrook breaks his hand like right away. They're 3-7. They were 5-1 recently, but now they're 3-7. We're happy for them, I guess. There's almost no way of picking a team to come out of the West right now. I mean, the Houston Rockets, Memphis Grizzlies. All right, they're in the same division. Dallas Mavericks. Some people are thinking they might go back again because they've literally reassembled everybody.
Yeah.
Because JJ Barea is gone. Yes, I like that part for the most part, but his replacement started out well and isn't heading that way lately. We'll get to the Wolves shortly. Memphis 9-1, Houston 8-1, Dallas 7-3, New Orleans 5-3, and San Antonio 5-4. It's a pretty good division there in the Southwest over there. Jeez.
Yeah, the Pelicans are
The Pelicans,
great team.
Yeah, they are. They certainly looked good a couple of nights ago. Yeah.
Oh.
It harkened back to the Kurt Rambis days. Oh, I love that. It was so much fun, wasn't it? Wasn't it fun? Oh. Yeah, this league is a mess. You got Toronto 8-2, Washington Wizards. Washington Wizards are 7-2. Yes, you heard that.
Yeah,
folks.
great pickup in Paul Pierce.
Who? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, he's still alive, isn't he? He's one of the 12 players in the entire NBA that is older than me. There's not many left anymore. Damn it! Don't you just hate getting old?
And they don't even have Bill.
Yeah,
Bill.
Yeah, he's been out all year.
Yeah.
Yep, injury. Oh, wow. Washington is. It took a while, but now they're pretty damn good. They got to the second round last year too. By the way, could have. The way Indy was screwing around, they might have gotten to the East Finals. The way things were headed. This is an unpredictable league right now, so it's almost a good thing we didn't get to it. So it's more or less just looking around the league and kind of guessing, I guess, at this point. One thing that isn't a surprise to anybody is right here at the bottom of the Atlantic Division. What team is that?
That's 76ers.
Yep, they are 0-9. Yep, no surprise, right? They should call them the Philadelphia Tanks. They should call them the Tanks.
Yep. Oh, that's all in their design.
Mm-hmm. They're tanking, and watch them get like the 5th pick because they'll drop way down in the draft. That's I don't know, crap like that does happen. It's
Chicago.
We can relate to that. Yeah, Chicago Cleveland. Going up. Yep.
Especially Cleveland. Jeez.
Son of a biznatch. Yeah, they got 3.
Well, thank you for giving us 2.
Yeah, they got 4. 4 first-round picks because the first one was LeBron, first overall picks. Kyrie was about 10 years later or so when he left when LeBron left the Cavs. Not 10 years later, like 8 years later, but yeah, when LeBron left the Cavs, they got Kyrie Irving like right away. And then, of course, they got Anthony Bennett and Andrew Wiggins, with pretty familiar names to this show, or they will be, we hope. Especially Wiggins, I think, will be. Bennett, we'll see where things head. But as the trade rumors start to surface, we'll see if hopefully Bennett gets more and more playing time in the coming weeks.
Yeah, hopefully.
I mean, I don't trust Memphis or Houston to go to the NBA Finals. But I don't know. I don't trust the Warriors. I don't trust the Blazers. When all those teams are rocking and rolling in the Western Conference right now, I don't trust the Clippers. The Sacramento bleeping Kings are above 500. What is going on here?
Yeah.
What's going on here? The Bucks are 500, and they beat the Heat tonight, and the Heat are now 500. So there it is. Here's our 2-hour show, guys. No, I'm kidding. This league is weird right now.
Yeah, I'm surprised with the Nuggets.
Yeah, the Nuggets are one of the few bad teams. They're only 2-6. Wolves are 2-7 after a 5-game losing streak. Yeah, there's only a couple of bad teams in the West. Only a couple. Utah's not doing well. Oklahoma's obviously you might think they're not doing too good without Durant and Westbrook. It's like they're pretty much stuck with a whole lot of nothing. Denver, Minnesota, and the L.A. Lakers, not the Clippers. The Lakers are, not doing good at all. Obviously, no Paul George in Indiana, so of course they're struggling. But who knows? Maybe he'll come back. Maybe he won't. hopefully he doesn't do what Derrick Rose did. But then again, I mean, I'm not mad at Derrick Rose. It's just it is what it is. I can't pick them to go to the finals. Cavaliers, I guess. It's kind of like an I guess. I guess they'll go because they'll probably get something right between now and then. But that's my guess. Toronto, I can't pick them even though they're really good. I kind of like them, actually. But
I like Toronto.
Yeah, I like Toronto and Washington a lot, both of them.
Yeah.
I actually like the Wizards. I can't believe I'm saying it. It's probably because they got rid of those stupid uniforms, though.
I like
the ones
Toronto
from
and the Wizards more than I do Cleveland and Chicago.
I like how the Wizards look like the Bullets right now. Oh, we'll say that one more time?
I like the Wizards and Toronto more than I do Chicago and Cleveland.
Yeah, right now, definitely. And it's sad but true, isn't it? It's very sad and very true because Cleveland's kind of, I mean, like we said earlier, kind of a mess a bit right now. It could get better. It's starting to get better. They won 4 in a row. That's good. Chicago, you got Derrick Rose in that situation.
Yeah. If Gasol was playing better,
oh yeah, him too.
Then I would lean more towards Chicago. But
yep, that's not going so hot, is it?
Yeah, they need someone to step up.
Joakim Noah. No, I mean he can only do so much. Yeah. Well, there we go. Jinx, right? Jinx, knock on wood. He can only do so much. Yep. That was good.
Because he's a team. I think he's the heart of the team. He's like Garnett.
Yep.
For Boston.
Mm-hmm. Like the Celtics Garnett, where his scoring was down a bit, and he's more of a defensive player of the year type.
Yeah.
So that's a topic we have to get to too.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Look at that. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. That's going to be kind of fun. That's going to be a fun topic, unless we should start that one now. Dare we? If there's any more league talk, maybe we'll banter around. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I guess we can.
If there's more league talk, before we, because eventually we're going to take a break and then we're going to get hardcore into Timberwolves just to split things up, and so I can get the Tall Grass and Amazon ads in there, just to be, because we got to get those in there. So, yep, and thank you very much, Tall Grass Beer. We appreciate you very much. Kevin Garnett. Yeah, Kevin Garnett. What do you think about this situation where he simply said, I want to buy the Timberwolves? Kevin Garnett wants to buy the Timberwolves.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think he might have changed his mind after the Pelicans game.
Oh, look at you.
Second thought.
That's okay, right? Have you said that?
You gotta get a fast food chain.
I want to buy a Burger King. Okay, I'm just kidding. But no, this actually has long been rumored. I do remember hearing about it a lot last... this was way back before Flip Saunders bought the Timberwolves, that Kevin Garnett was in a rumor of being at least a minority owner with the Timberwolves when he retires. There was rumors about it. And then there was talk about Glenn Taylor's going to sell the team. They were talking about that right before Flip was hired, They were talking about that. It was like literally right as the press conference was going to come out where Flip Saunders is the president of basketball operations and partial owner and all that good stuff. It's like Glenn Taylor's going to also announce he's selling the team, but then it was the opposite where, no, I'm going to actually increase my share in the team. But I would like to look for a minority owner to come in to be an eventual successor. And I truly believe that he knows who that minority owner was back then, and that man is Kevin Garnett. I do think that's who it is. I think Kevin Garnett would be the minority owner. This is all just, a hunch. This is a hunch, obviously. This is, that's what radio is about. Sometimes you come out with takes and stuff. But I do believe that there has been talks about this, and, maybe my people talk to this people type of thing, that Kevin Garnett could come in as a minority owner and then slowly but surely form a group together to become the majority owner. What do you think?
I think so. I'm a little concerned. I believe that. I believe that.
Do you believe my hunch? Yep.
Yeah, but I'm a little concerned on how he'd be. Like, would he want to eventually move the team?
I'm guessing no, because it seemed like he's always been a loyal type, and he never had a beef with the fans. It was more or less Kevin McHale. I think it seemed like him and McHale kind of went south.
Yeah, everyone knows that.
And Taylor too, potentially. But
Taylor's comments.
It sounds like they they like each other again, though. It seems like it, but they like each other enough to at least work together. Where he'd be a minority owner, and then eventually the owner, where he'd maybe be willing to work with Glenn Taylor because his ultimate goal is to own the team.
And what would you think of him being hands-on, like a Cuban or Jordan?
Very, very dangerous. Is that okay for me to say? Because do you remember how he handled things? You remember how he handled things when the lockout was going on? You remember that?
Yeah.
You remember how they were very close to a deal, and then he came in the room and literally just like threw kerosene on the floor and lit it and lit it. Do you remember that? And all the talks went down the you-know-what, and it like lasted another month. Remember that? Or two? So that's the one side that I am horrified about all this. So I'm glad you brought that up because I was probably headed that way, but I'm glad that makes the conversation better. I think, that's the dangerous side. I
can see him sitting courtside, maybe in Taylor seats.
Yeah.
Just like staring down the other team.
Yeah, cussing them out and stuff. Yep. Like, remember
when he was injured.
Yeah, remember when he was injured with the Celtics and they were playing Chicago?
Yeah.
The whole time. Mother blank this and what was that one?
He was making faces, making like
little
hand motions with his fingers.
Yeah, like walking and stuff.
Yeah.
I forget what that means.
I don't know if he was doing that because he wrote the play or Rondo did, but yeah, I could see that. If he was the owner, he would definitely do that.
That's the one thing. It's like he loves the game and his passion is great and all that stuff, but his maturity level needs to go up about 15 notches. You know what I mean? if he wants to be hand on, he's gonna have to change. He's gonna have to really simmer down, and he may have a bit, but then again, that's probably wishful thinking, isn't it?
Yeah. Then it's like, what is his stance going to be on contracts? Is he going to be willing to shell out money for players and during negotiations? Like I know he would definitely call out Rubio.
Oh yeah, I mean
he would have ruined that whole thing if he was the owner now.
Mm-hmm. And it kind of depends too. It kind of depends on who it is too. Like when he likes a person, he seems like the type that would overpay for whoever he likes.
Yep.
That's what I'm also scared of. That he's too close to certain people and then too distant to other people.
Yeah.
And I think that was a huge problem when he was the star of the team. And that's something, that I always was hinting at when about doing a show about Kevin Garnett. And now, and I kept teasing to it and never did it. I was going to do a Kevin Garnett show, basically. Where, it just seemed like he was overly close to certain people and that hurt the progress of the team. Like the Trenton Hassels, Troy Hudsons and stuff. That spelled the end of Kevin Garnett here, ultimately, in a disappointing manner, because the team did not win anymore.
Yeah, and I think he wouldn't mind coming back here. Well, I believe if, say, Perkins, Ray Allen would have stayed in Boston, I don't think he would think about coming back here, buying the team. I think
he might have stayed with Boston somehow.
Yeah, I think the loyalty there wasn't as strong. I think he would have liked it to be.
Yeah,
but it was basically like, hey, no one here is safe.
Yeah, that's what it turned into. Yep.
If I can get something from you, I'll trade you in a second.
And
then you have Ray Allen just leaving.
Yep. And then ring chasing, so to speak.
Yeah.
Which did not sit well with the Celtics brass, I'm sure. Especially the Celtic players, being Garnett and Pierce. I don't think they liked that too much.
Yeah, then both Garnett and Pierce leaving. It's kind of like, hey, we liked you here, but... Because for us, it was kind of like... The situation was different. It's like, okay, we can't win with you here, but we want you to win.
Yeah.
it's like they went to Brooklyn. It was kind
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that was going to go anywhere to begin with. You know?
Yeah. I was surprised people actually thought that was going to be a, bringing in those Paul Garnett and Pierce was going to really make them a great team.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, the other pieces around them maybe might help and everything. Oops, it made them competitive, but
yeah, Darren Williams being there. I think
yeah.
a lot of other basketball players believe that he was great to begin with.
Yeah.
So it's not they were coming together to be a new big three.
Mm-hmm. It was like a hopefully type of thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think every time they lose, Garnett's thinking, if it wasn't for Taylor, that you would definitely have to think that he would want to go into the Hall of Fame. Wolf.
Yeah, yep, and I do believe he'll still do that, even though he got his championship with Boston.
There's like no doubt about it.
Yeah,
the whole Boston thing for him is probably like, that was a nice vacation.
Mm-hmm. And it was it was a good time, like Rodman on the Bulls type of thing.
Yeah, I mean the whole thing that we were talking about. It's like him having we're like his ex. And he was talking about us.
Yep. Back in the
it's kind of like he's saying all
show,
that talking junk, and he looks back and sees his new girl with someone else.
Mm-hmm. Like what? Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah.
And she's ugly, right? She's ugly. Oh wait, yeah, yep. That's what it's like. Yeah, the Celtics right now, they're obviously they're starting over for the most part. Except for Brandon Bass, he's a superstar. No, I'm kidding.
Because I don't really think Pierce is looking back at Boston at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably kind of a like,
oh, isn't that sad?
I can still produce, and you guys traded me. Still I could. I want to retire there. I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh, isn't that sad?
He's probably thinking the same thing. He wants to do the same thing Kobe and Ginobili. Retired with this team.
Yeah, that's very sad. That's a sad one because Garnett leaving the Celtics is one thing. But Paul Pierce getting traded away, that's another. That's sad.
Yeah.
It's kind of is what it is. And sometimes, if you can get a haul back in return, like draft picks and stuff, I suppose you have to go for it. But it's still sad. I mean, considering what he had established there for a long time.
Yeah, they're not. And what exactly do they have to show for it?
Not much. Yeah. Boston, not much yet. I mean, it's still kind of like a incomplete, I suppose, for certain draft picks and stuff. Maybe still coming, or still have to pan out, or bust out, one of the two. But it's a sad. Yeah, it's sad how things turned out there. Basically, look at us venturing off into Celtic land. Look at us. Yeah,
big ticket's coming home with the new ticket
with the dollar sign. Mm-hmm, with the new ticket, the Andrew Wiggins ticket. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. How perfect is that? The Andrew Wiggins ticket. You know why I did that, don't you? Yep, because Andrew Wiggins is a Canadian, of course, as is Anthony Bennett.
Yep.
Yes, sir. And Anthony Bennett retweeted my Purple Mafia Twitter account. I should mention that. That was very cool. When he said, "Yeah, Flip surprised us and took us all to the game against the Washington Redskins 2 weeks ago." And I was telling him, we're really happy to have you here, welcome and all that good stuff. Enjoy the game. And he retweeted it. So, thank you very much, Anthony Bennett.
What the Washington Skins? Let's get PC here.
Who's that?
I said call them the Washington Skins.
Yep, look at you.
A little PC.
PC?
Politically correct.
Oh, look at you. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, look at you. So politically correct. Yeah, Joey, look at you calling him that. Yeah, Joey's a bad boy. The Washington team, right? No, it's like, Joey, say it. No. But no, I really appreciate that tweet from Anthony Bennett. That was very, very cool. So, yeah, Garnett being the owner could be very interesting, could be scary. We'll see. Either way, it's going to probably make things interesting, though. It'll get the Wolves on the map more than maybe they are right now, per se. And we hope the number 22 will help get the Wolves more on the map again, like they were before, back in the day. That would be very nice.
Yeah, hopefully he'll have better marketing skills.
Oh, yeah, I hope so.
Because our marketing is pretty horrible.
Yeah,
horrible.
Remember, yeah, like we get frustrated every time we look at stuff. And yeah, see, I'm not as loyal as Garnett when it comes to the soda. When it comes to soda, sometimes I get a little bit, Yeah, I mean, I'm not afraid to. And I can tell you're really not afraid to say that this barista thing a couple of years ago, and the glass cleaner and all that, and then and obviously the glass cleaner was like that was a conflict of interest. Where they actually copied a certain website called Timberwolves Press at the time, which. Yeah, that was interesting stuff. Look at me getting myself in trouble there, possibly. No, it's okay. And then, what are they saying? Let's pounce?
Yeah.
Or no, ready to pounce. Ready to pounce. Is this the Lynx or the Wolves here?
Yeah. And then the
ready
commercial
to prowl,
of,
not pounce. No, I'm kidding.
And then the commercial of Levine, Bennett, and Wiggins. Mm-hmm. It's a new era.
Yes, it's a new era.
Well, they're not getting any playing time other than Wiggins.
Yeah, come on now, guys. Get them in the court. And
finally Levine, but that's due to another injury.
Yep, that's due to injury. That is due to injury, yep.
Yeah, and I would want Shabazz in the commercial. Mm-hmm. Gorgie.
Yeah, they should have more or all of them in there, really. Because it's a whole group. Yeah, Shabazz and Gorgie, too.
Yeah, because it's basically they're rookies.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Plus, they during the offseason they lost a lot of weight, trained hard. Flip can't seem to not stop talking about how much drive Shabazz has.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but at the same time, doesn't get playing time.
Yep. And it's still an issue. It's not quite as bad as last year, but it's still a frustration.
Yeah.
Something we're gonna have to get into very shortly, though. I'm gonna have to because we gotta take the break first, and then we'll go hardcore right into that. We'll literally continue off of where you started right there. Good momentum center to go into the next segment. Yep, I wanted to make sure we didn't go all the way in before the break. So, for the sake of organization, we'll be back right after this. Hey, crisp, cool days and fall colors are upon us. Nothing tastes better this time of year than Zombie Monkey by Tallgrass Beer from Manhattan, Kansas. Zombie Monkey is a robust porter with a lot of amazing flavors that you will love. Don't forget to try 8-Bit Pale Ale, which is the official beer of this podcast. When you see Pac-Man licking his chops, you found an amazing can and an even better beer. Check out the many other wonderful beers Tallgrass offers on their website at www.tallgrassbeer.com. Use their beer locator to see what's available in your area. You can follow Tallgrass on Twitter at TallgrassMN and like them on Facebook. Just simply search for Tallgrass, Minnesota. Tallgrass Beer, bringing people together over a beer since 2007.
Shop on Amazon. Did you know that you can support this podcast just by doing your normal shopping on Amazon? It's really easy to do. Just go to thesportstuff.com and click on one of the many Amazon pictures. Do your normal shopping, and Amazon sees that we referred you, and they give us a percentage. We'd like to thank you in advance for supporting thesportstuff.com, and please use our Amazon link. Now enjoy the rest of the show.
We are going round like Saturn's ring.
Contact us and support Timberwolves Explosion by liking us on Facebook and following @WolvesExplosion on Twitter. Don't forget to call into our phone lines at 209-736-7877. That's 209-736-7877. Too busy to sit in front of a computer? Simply download Timberwolves Explosion on iTunes for Apple devices. For Android, download the Double Twist app. And for Windows and BlackBerry phones, simply find us in the store. And now, back to Paladino Joey and Marcus the Forecaster. And we are back here on Timberwolves Explosion. We're ready for some wall-to-wall Timberwolves talk, but real quick, I must mention that Tallgrass will be coming out with the Buffalo Sweat Vanilla Bean edition. That's the winter one. So the next show the next Timberwolves Explosion, you will be hearing the winter commercial for Tallgrass. So looking forward to that. Unfortunately, you didn't really get to hear this one very much because we haven't recorded since September, and that's when Zombie Monkey came out. Such a good beer, too. But, stupid busy schedule and Purple Mafia and all that good stuff. So, all right, wall-to-wall Timberwolves. First and foremost, Ricky Rubio has signed a 4-year, $55 million contract extension, and now he's out with a severe sprained ankle. Oh, goody. So that's why we were talking about Zach LaVine obviously getting some more significant playing time starting in Rubio's stead. He went from literally zero playing time, zilch, zip, not a playing time, to the starting point guard when he's more of a shooting guard anyway, but he can kind of be a point guard, I suppose. He looks like a point guard sometimes, and sometimes he doesn't at all.
Yeah, well, with our new superstar Kevin Martin getting all the playing time, and LaVine should be happy that he's getting playing time anywhere, even if it's point guard.
Exactly. The new superstar. That's what I've been wanting to get off my chest the last 3 weeks. Are we ready? This is a feature presentation, Timberwolves Explosion. I'm sorry it took so long to get to it, but we had to catch up with the league a little bit. We had to get our opinions out there, doggone it. And yes, do check out the Courtside podcast. Hank McCoy, Vince Germano, want to mention that, of course. I love those guys out there. And I know they like to hear what we have to say about that, the league. So, and of course, others out there that listen to that show and this one. So, on to the ultimate rant. Well, not ultimate, but it's for now. Okay, it's one thing if you want Kevin Martin to be some kind of a veteran leader. But I do not want Kevin Martin to be the leader. There's such thing as a leader, and there's such thing as the leader. You know? Kevin Martin is not the leader of anything. Is he?
No.
Is he the leader? No. When I see him leading the team in field goal percentage, and yes, yesterday was an exception because he used the hot hand, but that's it, damn it. You know, right? That's it. I don't want Kevin Martin leading this team in field goal percentage because what does a 33-year-old, 32-year-old player have to do with a 20-year-old Andrew Wiggins development, a 20-year-old Anthony Bennett's development, a 19, 18-year-old Zach LaVine's development, you know, Gorgie Zhang, Shabazz Muhammad, it just goes on and on, you know, because we have a lot of nice young players. Okay, we refuse to play Chase Budinger at all. I'm not too mad about that because that means more Shabazz, hopefully.
Oh, there's plenty of reasons why Chase isn't playing.
Yeah, and he's really bad, actually. Yeah, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's gone from a sharpshooter to a he can't shoot, right?
Yeah.
He can't even make a layup.
Yeah.
Yep. Not that Rubio can, but okay, I'm
so
just
bad
kidding.
that he lost all trade value.
Yeah, almost
and he's
none.
Probably going to opt in with that player option. I don't know why.
Yeah, why did we give him a player option for $5 million? We gave him a $5 million contract. He was making, what was he making it for? $830-ish, $830K. A lot of money for us, but for an NBA player, that's not much. $5 million is a lot of money for an NBA player. That's not very good, right?
At all. He's
At all.
Playing time.
Yeah, he's another.
Even if he doesn't deserve playing time, and if he did, he probably wouldn't even get playing time.
He's like another Brandon Roy right now. Okay, maybe not that. Yeah, he is getting that bad, isn't he?
I don't think it's injuries. I just think he just...
It's the disappointment.
Can't play.
Yeah, it's the disappointment. Like, Roy couldn't play anymore because he was so depleted.
Yeah, there's no reasons for him to miss layups. And also with you, Pekovic.
Yes, Pekovic. Yes. Oh, Johnny Flynn Memorial nominee. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, seriously, it's like, just
for the whole month of November so far.
Regressed. Pekovic, he had post moves that surprised me. Both of us.
Remember that?
Yeah, both of us were surprised. And now it seems like
I don't know what he does.
He gets the ball, dribbles twice, and he's trapped and he'll force up a shot, or he'll look for a pass, then he'll force up a shot.
That's what it. Yeah, I mean, it seems like we're all getting trapped in this mid-range nonsense.
Yeah.
It's like we're kind of blending it all together. You know, it's wall-to-wall Timberwolves, so we're going to blend a lot together here. The Wolves started good the first 4 games. They were 2-2. Now they're 2-7. That's where the frustration comes in. Obviously, Rubio's injury not helpful to the future prospects. Thumbs up to that. I just saw the Patriots score another touchdown. I do like the Patriots, by the way, and the Celtics. But yeah, Garnett or not on the Celtics. I like Boston teams, but in studio monitors over there. But monitor, excuse me, only one. But yeah, we've gone down the you-know-what since Rubio got injured. I did like his progress as a player. Obviously, his shooting still not that great, but he did show improvement a bit, especially after he signed the contract on Halloween. But, yeah, as we bounce all over the place. My biggest beef, though, is these veteran players shooting way too much and other guys getting no shots. I don't want Kevin Martin shooting the ball 21 times unless he is absolutely, positively white hot.
Yeah, you can tell that he's not even looking to pass.
Yes, yep. They have him out there as like this. He's the number one option, and that's how it goes. You know, he's going to shoot 21 times, 18 times, and he had a game not too long ago. He was like 7 for 21. I can't handle that. He was 1 for 9 from 3?
And Pekovic was just as horrible. Field goal percentage.
Yeah, that was like right out of the gate. He was rough. Pekovic. The Bulls game was a heartbreaking loss for Wiggins. He got juked by Jimmy Butler. Very, very fun game. Looked like the Wolves were on their way to something good, and they went and beat Brooklyn after that. But, yeah, and we're not going to do any major detailed game reviews here. This will be like a 3-hour show, and we're not in that market right now to do 3-hour shows, so people will just get bored and sick of us. So, even though we enjoy whatever we do on this Wolves team.
No one listens to a 3-hour anything.
Yeah, seemed like it. No one has that attention span. Yet Mackie and Judd have a 4-hour show on ESPN 1500. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what they're thinking. 4 hours. Thank God for being able to podcast and do like fast forward. Oh, I didn't say that. Excuse me.
Let me mention, speaking of vets on our
Excuse
team.
Me. Yes. Yep. This is important.
That we lost a vet presence. There's a vet on our team who, at the beginning of the season, looked like he was trying to teach all the rookies how to play. He will get everybody huddled up together, start talking to everyone, start pointing out things on the court. Now he just looks frustrated and regretting that he's even on the team.
Would that be the J.J. Barea replacement?
Yes.
Yep, Mr. Maurice Williams. Mo Williams, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people aren't happy with him right now, unfortunately. Yep, and, I hope he's not, like, regretting he's even here, but his body language isn't good. That's a frustration.
It's horrible.
And no, we're not trying to bash away on the negative. We're just telling you what we see here. So we'll have some positive stuff to talk about. Of course, number 22. There's positive there. It's, in a work in progress. But yeah, I mean, we have to kind of get some of this off our chest as well. I mean, you have the other player too that's frustrating me is I'm not that happy with Thaddeus Young. And no, I'm no disrespect with the whole situation. His mother died just recently before the New Orleans Pelicans game. That's a shame, and I feel for that. So
our condolences.
Our condolences and all respect there. So obviously no version of piling on for anything. But well, he doesn't rebound at all, and he's actually exactly what I thought he was. To quote a Dennis Green line, he's what I thought he was when I was on the Showtime and T-Will's show when I said he was a little bit on the soft side and he's more of a shooter than a power forward. The post game has vanished from this league. It's like he's like a wannabe shooting guard out there, and it seems like all he takes is long 2-pointers, and he takes a lot of them.
Well, now everyone does.
Seems like everybody, all power forwards, right?
Yeah, I think,
and the team,
the whole team. I think Flip is thinking that he just has a 5-man team of Hamiltons out there.
Rip Hamilton, yeah, just mid-range shot, right? Because Rip couldn't shoot the three or go up close. He was just a mid-range guy.
Yeah.
Old Rippy Rip, and obviously he was like an out-of-date player basically. After a while, he was like Windows 95 out there. Yeah. Rip Hamilton. That's what I was afraid of with Flip Saunders when they were saying he's going to be the coach. I love the part about okay, cool. Now you're going to see more of Shabazz Muhammad.
Yeah,
and more Gorgie Zhang, who were victims of like a coach that was impatient and all about winning a couple games that mean absolutely bleeping nothing. You know, all they do is take a couple of draft positions away from you, and that's it. That's all those games did for the Wolves last year. And most of the time we didn't win anyway with those idiots in there. Some of those idiots they had out there.
Destroyed Rubio's confidence.
Yeah, he hurt Rubio.
Not completely. If Adelman was here another season, Rubio would be done.
Mm-hmm. And I think Shabazz would have been done too. He would have been dead. Yep. Dead.
Gorgie.
Yep. Gorgie got to play a little bit, but that's because of obviously Mr. Porcelain.
Yeah, that's
Porcelain statue Pekovic.
It's only due to that. It's like,
yeah.
Other players on your team should not be sitting there waiting until you get injured.
Mm-hmm.
Your teammates shouldn't. I'm sure they don't want. I'm sure you wouldn't want your teammate to get injured, but it's in the back of their minds, they're thinking, "Okay, what do I have to do to get on the court?" No.
Yeah. Yep.
He has to get injured.
Mm-hmm. That's not good. It's like you're playing 2-player Super Mario Brothers, where you don't get to play until the other guy dies. The other guy dies, and you're just sitting there.
Yeah, it's like I don't want you.
I
don't want you to get hurt or die, but
where it's like that.
I want to play.
Like Gorgie's like, come on, get hurt.
Just a tweak. Just a tweak. We don't want you to be out for weeks.
Yeah, we don't want no ACL, and we don't want no like chronic, super duper career threatening injury type thing. But come on, let me
limp a little bit for the rest of the game so I can come in.
Stub your toe.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
It's not bad, and I think that's what Adelman created.
Yeah, he created a culture of ineptitude. Even though, he's a good coach for a team that's older and ready to win now, like a Spurs type of team.
Yeah, with the 7-man rotation.
Yep, literally very small. They have to have a couple guys out there, and that's it. You have a young guy, it's like, barring some kind of miracle, like he's the next Jordan and he's already averaging 26 points a game, where Adelman would have a gun to his head if he didn't play a guy like that. People get buried. Petrovic, Drazen Petrovic, God rest his soul, was like a 23 points a game player when he was, at his best, and Adelman wouldn't play him an ounce in Portland. So I didn't even know he was on Portland. That's the funny part. I always thought he was a New Jersey Net. That's the thing, where Shabazz Muhammad would have been a mystery until he turned up in, Boston or Houston or whatever, Golden State, somebody like that. So luckily, those guys do get to play under Flip, so I appreciate that part. They're not getting a ton of playing time, but they're getting playing time. They're getting some playing time.
Yeah, but I think it's the playing time to get.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm still confused of why we have a Robbie out there.
Yep.
And Chase, when he's out there,
mm-hmm.
There's no reason he should be getting any playing time right now. Shabazz should be getting as much playing time as possible. But the way we're our plays suck
mm-hmm.
for our team. I mean,
the mid-range stuff. You mean?
Mid-range,
Yeah.
Why are we telling Bennett not to shoot threes if he can?
Yeah. Why do they do that?
Yeah. If you can shoot them, then go ahead.
He actually said that on Barrero. He's like, "Oh yeah, he's not doing that here." Like what?
Yeah. It's like, why would he? I mean, if Robbie can go out there and brick some shots, and, and
Chase and Martin,
Chase can throw up some air balls. I mean,
Martin's awkward stuff. Yeah. When he's not hot. Yep.
Yeah, just let him shoot. I mean, if he can do it, I don't see what's the harm in it. Especially
mm-hmm.
when we're getting lit up by other teams making 3-pointers.
Ugh, and layups. 3-pointers and layups, 3-pointers and layups. That's the whole league right now. It's 3-pointers and layups. And we do the opposite, and it's not good. Yep. Yeah, and obviously the other beef thing, too. Yeah, the mid-range and the lack of, The only guy who's shooting threes is Kevin Martin, and that's definitely a hit and miss. When he's hot, okay, great, sure. We almost beat the Bulls, and the other night, was it last night with Dallas? He did really well, but he did really well that game. But still, it didn't matter that much because we couldn't stop anybody. Two nights in a row, he gave almost 140 points.
And if they know we're not going to shoot any threes, I mean, they just clog the lane.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and Pekovic is rendered useless at that point.
Yeah, Levine can't shoot them. Other guys can't shoot because they'll just play off them a little bit.
Yep.
And then they can't really drive because they're ready for them.
Yeah, that's the sucky part because that's what you want to see is those alley-oops and all that good stuff. And it's going to be hard to get that when the lane's clogged. So we got to keep that defense a little more honest than we have been.
Yeah.
And, of course, our defense, is Kurt Rambis level right now.
Yeah, it's pretty
at least
bad
2 games.
If you have a guy like
Kurt Rambis defense.
Blake. I mean, he doesn't shoot a lot of threes, but even Love. If you have him come to your team and say, "Well, he's done shooting threes. Mm-hmm. We want him in the post." I mean, they're just going to play off of him. They're just letting other teams know. I think that was a little foolish not to. To even say that.
See, what I wish is he would do both, and it seems like Flip wants him. I don't know what Flip wants Bennett to do. I'm kind of confused with that. To be honest with you,
get the ball to the top of the key and either shoot the mid range or pass the ball.
Yeah, he needs to be. Bennett is big. He should be posting up. I don't know. I mean, I think they could have him posting up and then maybe shooting some threes too, keep the defense honest. They should be doing both of those two. Yeah. See, instead we're crapping those guys with long 2-pointer shots, which is not good. That's all Thaddeus Young does.
We gotta. You would think that if that's the case, as soon as Dante Cunningham,
that guy, yep.
After everyone, I guess everything that was said about him was a lie.
Oh, that that whole
scene.
Yep. Abuse thing that wasn't true apparently
at all. Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah. Now it's like his career is done just because she decided to lie about him.
Yep.
Bringing up Dante, that's his game.
Yep. The mid-range shot.
You think that Flip would say, "Okay, Robbie, you're out of here. I got a true mid-range shooter right here." Mm-hmm. And that's what a lot of people didn't like about Dante because it's not creating any foul situations.
Yeah, and that seems like what the whole league is right now is creating foul situations, which is unfortunate, but it's true in a lot of ways. The other thing too that is bugging me is the whole. Well, I mean, it's kind of the same. And I know I'm putting too many negative things, but it's like this. Where Flip is a little Adelman-like is guys like Martin and Thaddeus Young tend to get all the minutes. They get 38 minutes a game. And Bennett needs to be getting more of that pie, I think. And I think, obviously, Shabazz should be getting more. Shabazz and guys like that should be getting more of the Kevin Martin pie.
Yeah, and it definitely showed in the Magic game when they played the fourth.
Yeah, it's too much. Too much playing time for.
Should be out there.
Yeah, him too.
Ridiculous.
He should be averaging 27 minutes a game, not points. 27 minutes a game, not 30 something. You're giving too many minutes to Kevin Martin when it's not really helping the team having Kevin Martin out there for 38 minutes. If he's hot, okay, but only then. Yeah, see, there it is. Perfect example. That was the 7 of 20 from the floor, 3 of 11 from 3-point range. That's not acceptable as far as I'm concerned. Almost 42 minutes in that game. And, they didn't... I guess they did go to overtime, but still, 41 minutes.
It would be different if it was 7 of 20 and he got to the line 8 times. Mm-hmm. It was twice.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. And, see, Anthony Bennett, he had a sore knee, so that's part of the reason why he got less minutes and all that. But look at Andrew Wiggins, only 25 minutes. He shot 50%. Why is he not getting more minutes than that? And more attempts. Mo Williams, almost 32 minutes. They're playing the veterans too much. The young guys should be playing more. Because clearly this is not a team trying to win 50 games. And even if they... I mean, you're more likely, I think, to be successful if the young guys are out there trying to get better. Look at this. Thaddeus Young, he's the other guy that I've been talking about, getting all these minutes. His field goal percentage is in the is in the tank too. 6 of 15 in this game. That's why you lose a close game to a not good team, because you're playing certain players that have a cold hand way too much, that are much older than the young guys you're supposed to be developing. Shabazz Muhammad shot 50%, 11 minutes. Zach LaVine, that's too small of a sample size, but he played, from what you could tell, he was pretty effective in that. And from what I saw in that short time, he was effective enough, and he needs to learn a little bit.
Yeah, he's learning now.
Yeah, now he is. But I mean, that was when Rubio got injured. Actually, unfortunately, God rest his month. Unfortunately, but yeah, when you're Pekovic, I like his minutes in this game. 27 minutes. There it is. 27. Gorgie, see the Gorgie and Pekovic thing? Perfect. There you go. Gorgie about 25, Pek 27. Okay, we're making progress.
Gorgie's production. Pek,
yeah, he should have
13.
Yep.
Gorgie 5 of 9.
Yeah, he should have played more. Yes, I agree with that. But at the same time, at least we're getting closer.
Yeah.
At least it's not Pekovic 38, Gorgie 12. So at least there's progress there. But the other ones are the ones that I don't like. Is this game is a perfect example of where
But
the Timberwolves are.
You can't forget, we played Peck in overtime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah,
he wasn't doing well. We played him at the wrong time.
Yeah, he's a minus 18 in the game. I mean, people can say that's a lame stat. It doesn't mean anything. It means something sometimes. I mean, it does. It means that when he was on the floor, the team was not doing too good for an extended period of time. Gorgie Zhang was a plus 9. It does mean something. You don't want to only go with that all the time, but when clearly, when this guy is in, the team is positive. This guy's in, the team is negative. That means something. It does. Thaddeus Young, conveniently a minus 10 as well. So there it is. I mean, you kind of sum it all up there pretty quickly. I'm not sure we even want to talk about the Pelican game, do we? It's just zero defense. That's all. That's all it was. It was Kurt Rambis against the Golden State Warriors all over again, isn't it? Remember that game, the 150? Or was it? Yeah, 150 points in regulation. We gave up 139 in that game.
I noticed that we desperately need a center.
Gorgie. But I mean, you mean another one, right?
Yeah.
You don't want Pekovic no more, do you?
No,
you're
I'm over that.
Yeah, he was absolutely terrible in that game. 20 minutes, Gorgie played 5. No, I'm kidding. You think he started at power forward. He actually did not have a good game in that game that much, but he only attempted 2 shots. Strange. And 1 block. Yay, he got 1. Anthony Bennett, I don't even want to go there. Anthony Bennett should be getting more minutes and should be getting more reps, I think. I believe, personally.
Yeah. In this game, I noticed that Gorgie stopped going for
blocks?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that off air. Yep. Yes, Gorgie started at power forward because Thad Young is out with the personal reasons that we mentioned earlier. Obviously, a tough situation there. I think both of us would like to see Gorgie starting at center, maybe Pekovic with the scoring energy off the bench. Yeah. Gorgie's defense starting. I think we both prefer that. I think it's like a different opinion all over the place. Where some people think Gorgie's too this, too that, too mistake prone, but he did not have a good game against the Pelicans. But Pekovic is even worse. Pekovic was worse. Martin, that sums it up right there too. Look at that. Just look at it. Just look at it.
Yeah, at this point we should we should just play RG3.
RG3, Robert Griffin III? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
the other one. GR3, right?
Yeah,
I'm just teasing you. I had to fist pound off the mic there.
Yeah, as soon as it came out, it didn't sound right. Wait a minute.
I had to give you that. Chase Buninger did manage to get 9 points, so I'm glad for him, for his sake, I guess. But yeah, it just sums it up right there. I mean, my whole point right now: less freaking minutes in shot attempts for Martin and Thaddeus Young, unless they're hotter than you know what. and more minutes and more shot attempts for the Andrew Wiggins of the world, who played very well in this game, actually. 70% shooting, made both of his threes, and more minutes for the Shabazz Muhammads of the world, who he makes mistakes. He gets offensive fouls, and he cannot shoot a free throw for his life. I don't know what his problem is there, but he is a worthy player. It seems like the more minutes Shabazz plays, the better he's going to get, and he works his ass off. And what was Shabazz Muhammad's negative? What was everybody afraid of with Shabazz coming into the league? Was his work ethic, right?
Yeah.
He's proven that wrong, I believe. Or at least he's doing a damn good job of proving it wrong, you know. So there it is. I think Shabazz deserves a bigger piece of the pie, you know. Maybe not starting over Martin, but go ahead.
I was just agreeing with you.
Yeah, like a bigger piece of the pie. Wiggins needs to be playing more than 23 minutes in that situation, unless you're trying not to get him injured. I can understand that part. But there it is. That pretty much sums it up. The Dallas game, basically about the same as the Pelicans game. That was just yesterday. Pretty much the same. Bad defense. We shot a little better. Yay. Mostly because Martin had an awesome game. And, okay, if you're hot, you're hot. Good job. I'm not mad at you. But at the same time, you're not going to, if I was the head coach, Martin would not be playing 38 minutes a game. Sorry, he just would not. So, Shabazz with 18 points in that game in only 14 minutes, under 14 minutes, 18 points, made almost all of his shots. So, there it is. There it is. Zach LaVine up and down, but that's what it's all about right there. That's what it's all about. You put the Gorgie in, you take the Gorgie out. Okay, I'm just going crazy here. So, there we head to wrap things up with the trade rumor, the big trade rumor. There's the small trade rumor, like they're trying to move Chase Budinger, but what are you going to get for him? A couple kibbles and bits.
There's Corey.
That's the big one, yep.
The Brew Crew.
Corey Brewer is being shopped, according to league sources, per ESPN. Stein. Mr. Stein. One of the NBA gurus over there at ESPN.
I think it would be a huge mistake if we let Corey go. He seems to be the only one who's giving 100% out there.
He's playing very well for the most part. Some games he's cold as ice. Yeah. Like last night, 5 of 14, not too good. And he has games like that, but he does give it. He really plays his ass off.
Yeah.
And his minutes fluctuate, and I'm not mad at Flip for that, because I don't think Corey Brewer should be playing 38 minutes unless he's hotter than hell. Forgive me saying the same stuff over and over again, but it's true. Like, unless he's hot, Corey Brewer should be playing maybe 25 minutes a game.
Yeah.
But it's a damn good 25 minutes. He is a good bang for the buck.
Yeah. Another thing, if we let Martin go, we might get blown out by 80.
Yeah. Yep. But
it's kind of like you need to have him just for his scoring, even though that's. I don't know. It's like what you said. These guys should not be getting this amount of playing time.
Yeah. Yep.
So other guys can't get hot.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we just need to say, hey, at this point, this is rebuilding.
Mm-hmm.
Who are we kidding here? Yeah,
and developing too. Because a big thing here too is you look at Anthony Bennett's first start as an NBA. This is his first start. Can you believe that? He was a number 1 pick last year for Cleveland, but never started because he struggled so much. He represented. He shot 50%, 10 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists in 28 minutes. That's not that bad. Thaddeus Young might get 7 rebounds on like his season high, and that's a power forward averaging about 3 rebounds a game. So I'd rather have Anthony Bennett in there than Thaddeus Young, because at least more of a piece of a pie than he's getting when Thaddeus Young is available. At least a bigger piece of the pie. I don't want to see Thaddeus Young with 38 minutes and Bennett with 5. It needs to be more Thaddeus with 28, 29, and Bennett with 20. 15 to 20. These guys should at least get some playing time, or Wiggins should probably be getting, a little more than this 23 stuff that we've been seeing lately. I understand if he's not playing 30 or 30, 38, but maybe 29, 30-ish. He's good enough to at least get some time out there, and he shows flashes of a nice future in this league. That's one thing I'm excited about. Mm-hmm. I'm excited about both of them, Bennett and Wiggins.
Oh, yeah, definitely Wiggins.
Mm-hmm. He shows some serious flashes, doesn't he, at times?
Yeah, but he needs to be in there during crunch time.
Yep. That's the thing. You can't be sitting him out and taking him out of the game and limiting his minutes all the time. He's healthy. Bennett might be a little scared with health at times with the sore knee and this and that, but hey, Wiggins is healthy all the time. He might be another Durant that way, where he's like able to play a trillion minutes without it really affecting him. He kind of seems like that type of guy to me. At least the durability and length and all that. But that's basically the theme of this show. Let's get some more minutes for the young guys and less for the older guys. You don't have to kill the older guys' minutes completely. Just take a little bit less. Yeah. That's all I'm asking here, Flip. That's all I'm asking. All right. That's all I'm asking. Unless, they're hot. Okay, that's the theme. So, anything else you'd like to add before we look to wrap this one up?
No.
That should about wrap her up, really. Yeah, we pretty much covered everything, the mid-range shot, all that stuff. So
I'll get well soon, Rubio.
And yes, please get well soon, Rubio. And again, continued condolences to Thaddeus Young and all the respect. He's a very good player who can go off for 28 points, 26 points, but he can struggle at times too. Just give the young guys more of a chance to play. Thaddeus Young does not strike me as the kind of guy that's going to be breaking windows, and throwing weights at the head coach if he isn't playing 39 minutes every game. He doesn't strike me as that kind of guy. I think he would be able to live with 30 minutes. 30. That's still starting minutes generally. Yeah. 31, not 39. Just give more to Bennett. Damn it. So there it is. Thank you all for listening. Want to pass out some shout-outs, obviously. The Courtside Podcast, Hank McCoy, Vince Germano, love you guys very much. Love that show. They've released a couple shows recently. They've been busy as hell, too, so that's where they weren't available. The Crossover Podcast, which is also on the sportstuff.com, so good. Brooklyn Nets, New York Knicks, Rusty and PMAC, sorry about that. Rusty and PMAC hosting that show, also from Australia. Great guys, very cool show. Rip City Bad Boys, they're back and badder than ever, aren't they? in Portland there. It's the Portland Trail Blazers and Detroit Pistons show. Very entertaining, very fun. Want to thank all of you again for listening. Do tell a friend about the show. Rate us on iTunes, will you? So, there it is. Oh, and do click like on the Facebook page. Vince Germano was asking about Corey Brewer, and we got to that. So, also a quick shout-out to Tanae Brown as well. Awesome poster, awesome contributor to the Facebook page for Timberwolves Explosion. And we're going to be recording more often. And sometimes they'll be solo, depending on Marcus's availability or not. So, sometimes they'll be solo. Sometimes, hopefully, more often we'll be together here in studio to do the show. But as I get more recording, more in the flow again, I'll be getting to the Facebook page and Twitter's more again as well. So do apologize that I've been so sporadic on getting on there. So with that, we're going to call it a day. Thanks again for listening, and take care and stay warm.